Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy T Belly here. So, I do want to give a quick update on the channel. I'm slowly trying to work on some videos to come back with. My videos will be on my T Belly HQ channel. If I ever decide to live stream, then I will live stream on the T Belly show where most people know me. But videos will be on my T Belly HQ channel. With that said, I do have a Switch 2 video. That will be my first video. It will be a Switch 2 video because I have a big problem with the Switch 2. There's a very big problem. And it's not that it's a console, or should I say a hybrid console, without its imperfections. That, it is what it is. Nothing is perfect. No system is perfect. But I think one of the worst things that people are making a big deal about for a very long period of time. This has been going on 4 months. The key card. The whole key card aspect of it. The bottom of the games. Now with the key card, it's one of those things where if you like it, you like it. If you don't. Look, a CRT. I know a lot of people like CRTs. I don't really like CRTs much anymore. But I have one still. But that's a different conversation. But key cards and Switch 2. And no games being on the Switch 2. I already have over 15 physical cases on my shelf for the Switch 2. The system has not been out for 4 months. Yet, I can play my Street Fighter on Switch 2, my Madden, my WWE 2K, my NBA 2K, all on the Switch 2. My Fortnite on the Switch 2. And then as far as like new games, because, people always have an excuse as to why the Switch 2 is not worth more than just Nintendo games. I remember the launch happened and everybody said, oh, why would I buy a console for only Mario Kart? Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Now, the simple person might say, oh, Yakuza 0 is on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Not the Director's Cut. This is a remaster of that game. It is not a port of that game. This is a remaster of the PS4 game, which is soon coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. It's coming to those consoles, meaning that this game was a brand new game on the day the Switch launched. But nobody covered this because they just labeled it a port. And that's the problem, the false information and the fake news. The Switch 2, first off, the Switch 2 is already coming out like as the greatest launch in gaming history. No console has sold more than the Switch 2 in this period of time. The Switch 2 broke records held by PlayStation for months. It was a couple of months to get this number. The Switch 2 did in one weekend what PlayStation did in like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is not about saying the Switch 2 is better than PlayStation 4 or 5. This is not what I'm saying. And I think that's what bothers people, is that people are very protective over their PlayStation brand or the Xbox brand. It's not about the brand, it's about the facts. Everybody knows Minecraft is a very, very high selling game. Everybody knows Fortnite makes a lot of damn money with microtransactions. It doesn't mean that because you play those games, you're better than somebody that plays Zelda or World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14. That's just what that game does. And the same thing goes for the Switch 2. Switch 2 is a system that is selling like hotcakes. There's still a lot of people that don't even know it exists. And for a system to still be selling out to this day, I mean, going on 4 months post-release, system can't stay in stock for more than 3 weeks. If a store gets a system, they get a bunch of them. They don't get 2 or 3, they get a whole batch. So, of course, those things are going to be sitting around for a week or two. But they're not lasting 3 weeks. And I live in New York City where we get a lot of consoles in our stores. When stores get them, they get a bunch. And they're still selling out. It's taking longer now, but there's already 8 million Switch 2s out there. Think about that, guys. There's 8 million Switch 2s out there. The Wii U sold 13 million in its whole life. The Switch 1 sold 11 million in its first year, which at that time was more than the Wii U had in total. The Switch 2 hit 8 million in 4 months. It's going on 4 months from the time I upload this, and they would have sold their 8 millionth console. Mind you, there's a Pokemon bundle coming soon. That's going to sell out. And it's been crazy what this system is doing, but I think the craziest thing is the content creators of the world and their false information. Now, opinion, hey, if you don't want to buy a key card game, that's your opinion. That's totally fine. But this is not a new concept. This concept has existed since 2013, when the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One were released to the public. Those consoles played key disc. If you don't believe me, look at the back of your disc. Grab your oldest PS4, Xbox One game. Grab your 2 oldest games for each system and look at the back of the disc. And you tell me, does that disc show the wear and tear of something that is 12 years old? And if it does not, why do you think that is? Do you not realize your game is being saved to your hard drive? The game is being played off your hard drive? The PS5 and Xbox Series use a newer style of SSD. They have better, well, the RAM's not that great, but they use a new type of memory. Sort of like you see how computers have DDR5 RAM. That's the speed of the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. They use DDR5 type of RAM in their systems. The games load a lot quicker. That is something you need a hard drive to do. The disc cannot do that. Your disc won't even last 2 years if the disc were being read. So they're saving the games to the hard drive. So what makes your key disc different than your key card? There's only one difference, it's the way you install it. Once it is installed, there is no difference at all. At all. And if people are future-proof and concerned, I could buy a brand new PS3 right now, log in, go into my purchases and download games that I purchased back in 2007. And that is a fact. That's not making up. I can download games that I purchased in 2007 today in 2025 on my PS3. So I am not concerned about downloading a game that I own in 18 years. Not concerned about that at all. No worries. I have a whole separate video dedicated to this. And even with that, guys, let's say you just don't want any type of game like that. There are physical games. There are games where everything is primarily on the cartridge and the system just downloads updates for the game and patches. So there are still games. This game came out in September. There's a newer title. There's still games that have everything on card. So the Switch 2 fake news and false information, it's annoying, guys. And people are just listening. People are saying things like, oh, I don't want to Switch 2 because you don't own your games. I don't want to Switch 2 because none of the games is on the cartridges. I own this game. The game is on the cartridge. I own this game. I can sell it to you and you can play it too. I don't know. False information, false news. This is just a little preview of a bigger video that I'll be dropping down the road. But just wanted to share something because it's out of line, man. It's to the point where I'm surprised there's not a group, an organized group, that's just flagging these videos at this point. Because, guys, it's going on 4 months and people are still crying about key cards and false information and telling me WWE 2K25 on the Switch 2 is not the same as the same game on a PS5 Pro. And you put them side by side, I mean, the only difference is the hair. We all know PlayStation has mastered the hair since the PS4. Well, as somebody who doesn't have hair, you think I care about the hair detail in my game? No. But anyway, game on, have fun, guys. Play what you like. Don't let nobody take away your fun. Switch 2, it's a good system. Don't sleep on it.